Let me show you an incredibly delicious, flavorful, I should say healthy, if you're not vegetarian or vegan, dish full of protein. It has chicken breast, it has lots of beans, and it's super delicious. You make it within a few minutes if, of course, you previously cooked your chicken breast and beans, or you can use canned beans if you prefer. 2 or 3 cans should be enough. And I also cooked 3 half breasts. The beans I didn't measure, but probably I'd say 3 fully cooked cups of beans. Red beans, kidney beans, pinto beans, any kind of beans should work. And we're gonna cook this down in a very rich tomato base or tomato sauce, for which I'm gonna use, let me first bring the pot, and while I introduce the ingredients, I'll just pour it in a pot. So I have about 500 grams of tomato sauce. You can use fresh tomatoes, probably 4 to 5 medium-sized tomatoes. Peel them and crush them, or simply blend them in your blender. So I'm using already pre-made tomato sauce. I'm using a tablespoon of red pepper paste. It's not it's an optional ingredient, but it gives so much richness to the color of the dish, and the taste becomes even more tastier. A tablespoon. And I think I made this sauce on the channel. Yeah, red pepper paste. Look for it and you'll find it. Also, to this paste I'm adding half a teaspoonful of my garlic paste. I simply blended a lot of garlic with some olive oil, a bit of lemon juice, and some salt in a blender. Nothing special, nothing exceptional. I'm adding half a teaspoon of garlic, or use 2 or 3 small garlic cloves. I'm using already blended 1 full teaspoonful of onion. It's red onion. It looks so beautiful when you blend it. Nice pink color. I'll use a bit more. Everything can be used to your preference, to your taste preference. For the spices, I'll use some curry. No, this is not curry, this is cumin. About half a teaspoonful or less than that. Curry can be half a teaspoonful because curry loves chicken and beans. So I'm adding some curry. I salted beans and chicken, so for the sauce I won't go very heavy on the salt. Salt always to your taste. A little bit of salt. Black pepper, a must spice. Half a teaspoonful. And for herbs, go with your favorite herbs. I would say dill will work perfectly, dry dill or fresh dill. I'm using savory citron in Armenian. It's a really fragrant, flavorful herb. About half a teaspoonful. I think that's it. And I'll start cooking this. As soon as it boils, I'll add remaining of the red wine we weren't able to finish, probably 1/4 of a cup. It will disappear, the alcohol will disappear as it cooks down, so don't worry, don't be scared. Okay, I'm gonna start cooking. Of course, as per usual, I brought the bay leaves, but I forgot to mention. I'll use 1 leaf should be enough, because we really want to have very flavorful sauce. And of course, some ginger will make a big difference in the taste. Probably, let's say, a teaspoonful. And I'll let this cook and simmer for just a few minutes. While that's starting to cook, it's a good idea to slice the chicken into bite-sized pieces. That way it will be easier. But if you want to leave them whole, that's up to you. You know how to refer to your chicken. I'm gonna remove all this greasy and not very edible pieces. These are good size. Okay. This way it will absorb the sauce and all the spices much better. This is ready, and it's a good idea to stir your sauce once in a while. It started boiling. I just want to incorporate all this deliciousness all together. Now it smells amazing. And I'll let this cook probably 2-3 more minutes. Add the wine, simmer another 5 minutes, and add all the rest of my ingredients, which is chicken and beans. In goes the wine. I don't want to cook this forever. Just cook it for a few years. This looks perfect. Now I'll let the wine to kind of evaporate. 5 minutes should be enough. And you have an option to make it more soupy consistency. I mean, leave more juice in there. For that you can use the chicken stock or the broth, I should say. Or you can simply add some extra water. For the beans, since I cooked them, this is not jarred beans. It has juice as well. So you have an option whether to use chicken stock or broth or bean stock. Bean stock? I don't know. The juice from beans. Now look at the color. How gorgeous is this? And you know, I'm not gonna cook it forever. For our agreement, I'll add the chicken. We don't really like it very juicy, because eventually the juice, no one eats the juice, unfortunately. And I'll go ahead and strain the beans as well. I overcooked the beans, which is fine. It will be like a bean puree. It's so delicious. And I'll cover the lid and cook this down about 10-15 minutes and it's ready. So it's pretty simple. And one last stir. I could have used 4 half breasts probably for these proportions, but this should be fine. I'm covering the lid, cook it down another 10-15 minutes, it's ready. done with our photo session, and I think it's a good idea to serve this with something tangy, because you know chicken and beans love lime, in case you didn't know. So I'm gonna drizzle it with a good amount of lime juice, and I also sprinkled some feta cheese. Go ahead and use any of your preferred cheeses, and if you like it spicy, of course jalapeno or red chili and fresh cilantro is another good addition to this amazing dish. I'm not sure about you, but I can't eat soupy dishes without bread. I have homemade sourdough rye bread, and it will be the perfect pair for this dish. Look how beautiful this looks. Amazing. Let me try the dish itself. Even more amazing. The most amazing. And I like it spicy, so jalapeno will be my choice. I'm not gonna write the recipe. I should call my channel Heghineh's No Recipe Cooking Channel. Maybe I should consider that. Try it. It's super easy. Go with your eyeballing experience. Use your favorite spices and just go from there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you try it and love it. I'll see you soon.
Dar nu mă n-ai pe scând cu șuvairi